When you're getting close to taking your Medicare benefits, one of the most common questions that comes up and causes anxiety is, when should I enroll? So my name is Stephanie, and I've helped hundreds of people navigate through this maze of insurance options. And I want to make sure that you know what your options are based on your timeline and your retirement date. Now, most people's first introduction into Medicare is when they're turning 65. So whether you are already retired and getting ready to go on Medicare, or you're going to retire at age 65, the initial enrollment period is what will apply to you. Now, the definitions of all of the election periods are not important, but what is important is that you know your rights. And under the initial election period, you have what's called a guaranteed issue right. And so that means that you can choose any plan you want, any Medicare Advantage plan, any Medicare supplement, any Part D plan that you want, and you are guaranteed to be covered, no matter what your health issues are, guaranteed. Also, all of your pre-existing conditions will be covered, and you don't have to answer any health questions to get into those plans. So if you're thinking about enrolling into Medicare, my recommendation is to start about 3 to 6 months prior to your birth month. Now, some people will start researching about 2 years ahead of time. That's fine. And some people wait until about 2 days before they're ready. Don't do that. It's stressful for everybody. I try to start 3 to 6 months ahead. Now, it's okay to make your plan early. Go ahead and choose which Medicare Advantage plan you want, or choose which supplement and Part D plan you want. It's okay to plan early. Just keep in mind that you can't actually enroll in Medicare until 3 months prior to your birth month. Now remember, your Medicare starts the first day of your birth month. So if your birthday is on the 15th or 17th, your Medicare starts the first day. If your birthday happens to be on the first of the month, your Medicare will start the month prior. So now you've applied for Medicare 3 months ahead. Once you get your Medicare number in the mail, that's when you can actually enroll in the Medicare supplement or Advantage plan that you've chosen. After that, your ID cards come in the mail and you are set to go. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind, you are enrolling in Medicare. Nobody else can help you do that. You have to do that part, your A and B. An insurance agent will help you enroll in C or D and your supplement. Now, I've been helping people with Medicare for a long time. And what a lot of people don't realize is that even if you're on disability, Social Security disability, you also get Medicare. It happens about 24 months after your disability starts. Your Medicare will also kick in. Now, during that time, you have the same guaranteed issue rights as someone does who's turning 65. So you can also get a plan, any plan you want to, no health questions, all of your pre-existing conditions are covered, and you're guaranteed coverage no matter what. Now, it's really important for people on disability to understand that you don't have to rely on Medicare only. You can get an additional plan to go with it. If you happen to be outside of your initial election period, or when you first got Medicare due to disability, there are some restrictions about what plan you can choose and when you can enroll. Just make sure you talk to an insurance agent to help you navigate that. Now, if you're past age 65 and you're getting ready to retire, this will most likely be your last initial enrollment period. So you probably had credible coverage when you were working, and you decided to delay your Part B, which was smart. And now that you're ready to enroll, you're going to have the same guaranteed issue plan or coverage that you would have had when you were 65. You can still choose any Medicare Advantage plan, any Medicare supplement plan. All of your pre-existing conditions will be covered, and there are no health questions. Now, the difference here is that you will need an additional form when you apply for your Part B. This form comes from your employer group. You can actually print it offline from the Social Security Administration, but your employer has to sign it to say that you had credible coverage. Sometimes they'll send you a letter stating the same fact, but the form is easy enough to get, and most employers are familiar with signing it, and they know how to fill it out. Now, you want to turn this form in when you're applying for your Part B and also when you're getting your Part D. You don't want to pay penalties on either parts of B or D, And so you want to make sure that you keep this form, says you had credible coverage, and you will not owe any penalties. So these are the 3 times when you're most likely going to benefit from your initial election period. If you'd like more information, you can download our Expert's Guide to Choosing the Right Medicare Plan just click the link below.